Okay. So there's no particular reason as to why I'm doing this. I just simply want to document my journey or as such, whatever it is. So uh, I completed 12th last year. Yeah, around last year this time. No, like a few months back, we got the result and this and that. And because it was lockdown and I had a lot of free time, I got into the world of startups and this and that. And it was a pretty interesting concept to me. And I think when you get into the world of like, you get to know that, okay, what is a founder, this and that, and just basics of company. You also start watching content of founders and you eventually come across interviews of the big people or this and that. Big people as in people who've had successful companies, venture capitalists, this and that. So I think one of the people I came across was Ankur Warikoo, and he said that being a founder is like, or running a company is like, no one will care about your personal life. They'll only care if the product is good for me, is it useful to me, this and that. And I think that's like the best description because uh, I don't want people to care about my personal life. I just feel like whatever I made, what I'm doing, is it good or not? And if it's not, then how can I make it better? So I got into this idea of that, okay, maybe as a career option or whatever, startups seem interesting. And so I was like, okay, we'll keep this on the side and like just learn more about that world. And then around October of 2020, got into college first year, and that, um, what I was saying. I'm not going to cut this because this is going to take a lot of effort. So whatever this is, it's going to go up. Anyway, so college came first year, and since it was my first year, I already started applying for jobs. So I got to know that used to edit videos for fun. So when I got to know that, hey, you can actually earn with this skill apparently, and I was like, that's interesting. So I started applying for jobs, and I applied to a lot of big people. Um, and like Noah Kagan, I applied for him. I got to the first round, but got kicked out in the second one. The Right now at Instagram, there's a content writer pretty famous called Shreya Pattar, and she was looking for video editor, so I messaged her, and she told me your rates are a little low, and you might want to work on that. And she was very helpful in that sense. So a lot of big thanks to her also. And then I also applied. Oh, Gary V. Gary V was hiring video editors this one time, and uh, when he provided a link, I went to the link and he was like, "Show us your portfolio." And for me, I never really understood what a portfolio was in terms of video editing. In my head, I had only seen portfolios of people who've made illustrations and all. So um, for me, a portfolio was a PDF, and I was like, "How do I make a video PDF or something?" Eventually, I was like, "Okay, let's you. I can't send Gary Vee a simple YouTube link and be like." Just matlab, look at this. So like, okay, fine, let's make a website. And I went to Wix, I made a website there. It was a fairly decent website, not too great. And what did I put up there? Whatever videos I made till now, I put up there. I was like, okay, decent enough website, and made that and sent it. Luckily, that website came in handy quite a lot. Although I didn't get selected for the Gary Vee thing. Then October came and kept applying, kept applying, kept applying. Then I worked with this one guy who's in the film industry. He made a short film, and we emailed back and forth. And I was like, sure, let's work together and all. And what ended up happening is his short film got featured on MTV under IFP Shorts. That's what it's called, and that was pretty great. So that happened during around November or something, and that looped back again in January. So that happened. From November to December, again, kept emailing this and that, kept trying to make better videos. So In December, I also joined this mental health startup, um, and all of this work was for free. So I was like, this is just do it for the experience. Was there for around I don't know 20 days, 25 days or something. Eventually I was like, I'm doing a lot of stuff for free, and like it was not a lot of workload or anything, but I just felt like I'm putting in too much efforts, and doing it for free might be a little more than what I would generally be expect or something. So eventually told them that hey, it's not working out for me, so I'm gonna be moving on. And then around January, I randomly emailed this one tech startup about a video editing intern, and I had it late at night. I got up in the morning and saw like a reply, and I was like, "Holy shit, it's a reply!" So I emailed them back. I was like, "Let's set up a meet and this and that." We got on a meet, and by the end of the meet, we're like, "Listen, you're hired." Actually, in December also, I did apply for one of the known YouTubers in India right now, and uh, although I didn't get the thing, but they said that maybe in the future we'll reach out to you or something. I was like, it's cool. Although I didn't get that, and then January came and this internship thing came in. So by the end of the meeting, they're like, "Listen, you're hired. When can you start?" I was like, "Yes, tomorrow." So we started, and that went on pretty well. It's still going on, and I've learned just like this sea of things that I never would have learned otherwise. And then what do you say? January, February, this an edtech startup got in contact with me over LinkedIn, and they were like, "Hey, you want to intern for a while?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" I did that. I did most of the stuff. Some of the stuff I felt I could have done better. I think I did the over promise and undersell thing, and in the end, I think they were disappointed by like two, three videos I made. Otherwise, rest of it was like just simple add a watermark, this and that. Others was um, like I had to make a stock video basically, and I was never introduced to the concept, so I had to learn fast this and that. But in the end, when I made it, I was not proud of it. I'm pretty sure they were disappointed. So the classic over promise and undersell thing. So eventually, that internship got over, and then the first internship kept on continuing, and it's still going on right now. It's been I think 8 months into the internship, and there's like this so much learning, and the team's great, and so that's going on. And I'm also applying to a lot of startups abroad so that I can work with them and just get more exposure in general about just how the world of startups is in USA or UK or this and that. So I emailed a lot of startups. Like this, if you see my email folder, it's like just a bunch of emails on, "Hey, you want a video editor?" So that's happened. I did receive a few replies. Some of the people were kind enough to say we're not looking actively for a video editor, but we will keep you in mind types. I also applied for an internship at another Indian startup, and they were like, "We already hired someone, but we'll keep your records there." That's there. Um, I recently applied to another startup in the hopes of getting it. Like that's something I'm hoping for a lot. Other than that, I've realized that the problem with me was that I made videos for fun. And because I made videos for fun, I didn't really focus on how can I tell a story through this, or just in general, how can I make them look better, or what's the end goal of this video. I didn't focus much on that. I was like, I just made superhero edits, and I was like, yeah, nice fun. And now I'm starting to realize the mistake I'm doing is I'm thinking video is different than design, which is what I'm doing wrong. They're not different, they come into the same category. I've realized that if you can use design principles inside video, you are golden. Because what is a video exactly? It's the whole concept of frames per second is like one picture, one picture, compile like 30 pictures in 1 second, and you have 30 frames per second. Now, if you're using, especially in motion graphics or just motion design, if you're using design principles to convey your message, it's not only will the video come out better, but in general, the message will be clearer. The person will understand that like there's something called emphasis in one of the design principles. So, for example, if you're making a strong video or a video where this just text on a fast beat, it's really important that you emphasize the right words. So, for example, um, if you're selling something or you're making a product about something which is really affordable to the Indian household, let's say. So, out of any sentence that's there, if there's the word affordable or most affordable, you want to really emphasize on that. So, you can use a different color, you can underline it, you can make it bold, or things like that. So, right now, I'm also getting better at design in general. So, I'm also making like just different posts on Figma, this and that, and then seeing and because I'm doing that, I'm also getting better at video. At least I think I'm getting better at video. So that's what's happening. First year ended like a week ago, and from next week they're going to start second year. And yeah, I know I'm gonna handle college, but I just let's see. uh, so that's pretty much what's happened till now. Is there anything else? No, that's pretty much it. Oh, I also started a business a few months back, but I didn't. I wanted to try drop shipping, but I don't know. I just didn't go through with it because there was a lot of stuff which I didn't know, especially the legal part and the CA part. Apparently, I had no idea they were coming in play. So that's something that happened, and I was like, okay, this did not expect this. So that rather was something which was a learning. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much it from what happened. And in general, I'm just trying to get better at whatever things at. So, I realized something that you want to set goals weekly and you want to see the change happening monthly. So, for example, if and you also have to put in the work, like maybe not every day, depending on however you want, but like on a 7-day basis, 4 or 5 days would be a, I think, like a general framework that might work. So I started like if I look back to January and I look at the type of videos I made, I sucked at making videos. Then I like if I look back at them. Now I look at my videos and be like, okay, they're a bit better. And I'm pretty sure by the time it's I don't know November or October, and I look back at the videos I'm making now, I'll be like, sort of stupid video. So I think that's something which is getting better, and that's also my goal to get better at design in general. So that's there. Another goal is to work with startups, like not just in India, but in USA, in UK, or Switzerland, places like these, because simply because of more exposure, see how I fit in there, this and that. Then oh, I'm also learning web development. So I finished off with the basics of HTML and CSS, and I made a few websites for a few friends just because as a practice. Now I'm learning how to make responsive websites. So it's like intermediate CSS or something. Then I'm going to be moving on to JavaScript, and then hopefully I'll be decent enough to make front-end websites to a good degree with practice, of course. So there's two things I want to get better at, which is design and code in general. Then um, oh, I also the other channel that I have, which I just make videos for fun of superheroes. In the past year, if I see the growth, I went from I think 70 subscribers to around 347 or 348 right now. And I know my goal is to by the end of the year hopefully get to 1K, because I'm seeing that there might be like this fit that's happening, which is people like to see these videos and I like to make these videos. So there's like a nice fit that's going on. So by the end of the year, I'm hoping let's if I keep producing videos, keep being consistent, it'll reach to 1K. At first it was like by the end of 2021, 10K, but I'm like it's a little unrealistic. So let's come to a realistic goal. It's like 1K. Um, so let's see that. Um, what else is there? I think I made a list. Oh yeah, like I forgot that. So we there's this idea that's there about just internships in general, and so basically it's like I talked to this one person who did an internship in another startup, and she told me that uh, she wasted a lot of time just going through platforms and seeing internships that are there, then applying for them, and it takes up a lot of time. And I've experienced that too, which is like you scroll and scroll and scroll, email a lot of people, and then you get one response. So it's not bad per se that process, but time is being wasted a lot, and just why would you want to waste time? So something around those lines, we have an idea. And by we, I mean me and a classmate of mine. So I'm just simply going to be researching on that just to see if this is something that people want. It's supposed to be a platform which can help both the startup world specifically and students in colleges or people generally who are upskilling and learning more things. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I also did make this folder called Wealth of Knowledge, which is basically all the different things I do. I just write down, okay, hey, and if anyone wants to get into this, you can, what do you say, gather out resources or something. So I collected resources that I've been through and just given them a good enough structure. So if anyone wants to get started, they can get started. And I mean, I've got the long hair also. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And also, this whole documenting thing is inspired from Ronit Mangnani. So, if on the off chance he ever watches this, hats off to you, man. You got awesome work. कहा मतलब क्या expectation करें सोच रहा हूँ. Anyway, I think yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. And yeah, I guess I'll make another one in a few months, hopefully, and see how it works out. So yeah, it's pretty much it for this one. And bye.